And we turn now to the southern border, where a record-setting number of migrants illegally crossed into the U.S. just last month. Sources with Customs and Border Protection telling NewsNation that they reported more than 269,000 migrants encounters in September alone. To put that number into perspective, that's roughly the population of St. Petersburg, Florida. Crossings had been trending downward through much of the year, especially after Title 42 expired. The number has shot back up, though, in recent months, and many border towns declaring states of emergency over this crisis. Correspondent Allie Bradley is live in Arizona. So, Allie, why this recent surge in migrant encounters?
Yeah, hey, Kelly. Well, the cartel was just waiting to see how we were going to enforce Title 8, and a lot of that enforcement includes being released into the country under those removal proceedings with a court date that might not be 2 to 5 years out. But when we look at these numbers, and we include the northern and coastal sectors as well, because they have also seen influxes in illegal immigration, we're looking at over 3.12 million individuals came into the United States this fiscal year alone. Now, when we break this down a little bit, none of these astronomical numbers that we're talking about here even include the gotaways, the people who have successfully evaded law enforcement. Now, those individuals are either going to be seen in a camera like a trail cam or seen in a bailout or pursuit, and they're never apprehended. Now, sources telling me that more than 630,000 people have been able to successfully evade law enforcement, and that means over the last 2 years, 1.2 million people have been recorded as gotaways. They have disappeared into the shadows. Now, over the weekend in the Tucson sector, NewsNation getting exclusive information, learning that a group of armed individuals were traveling through the desert just 70 miles south of Phoenix. They were wearing camouflage, carrying large backpacks, and carrying what was being described as long guns. Now, BORTAC, which is the agency's SWAT team, was also requested. Sources tell me they came up empty-handed.
They're either still in the United States or they went back to Mexico, and they will continue to operate in those areas, bringing more and more drugs and or humans into the United States through that route, because they realize that the majority of agents are preoccupied in processing centers.
Okay, so in the Yuma sector, meantime, 3 undocumented individuals were nabbed after crossing the border on this four-wheeler, this ATV here. They were, of course, trying to evade law enforcement there. Now, when it comes to what we're seeing along the southern border, Kelly, agents are regularly encountering between 10 and 11,000 individuals each and every single day. Now, back in 2019, President Obama's former DHS Secretary Jay Johnson had said that 1,000 would make a major impact on the system, and he said he couldn't even imagine what 4,000 a day would look like. And here we are with no end in sight, Kelly.
Such a maddening situation. Challenges on all sides. Allie Bradley, live in Arizona. Allie, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.